Xiao Yan's very first encounter with the Void Dragon Emperor ended in near tragedy. He almost lost his life. The strength displayed by ZHU KUN was utterly terrifying, beyond anything Xiao Yan had faced before. At that time, Xiao Yan had come to the tomb of Tu Shi without possessing the complete ancient jade. Yet, at the very last moment of their confrontation, the Void Dragon Emperor sensed within Xiao Yan the bloodline of his own daughter, Yan. What, then, would happen during their next meeting? That meeting would occur when Han Tiandi summoned the ancient god Tu Shi's mansion through the power of the completed jade. The ancient stone gates, which had remained sealed for 10,000 long years, slowly opened. At that instant, Gu Yuan and Han Tiandi briefly clashed, but their fight was interrupted by a thunderous, earth-shaking roar that pierced through the skies. The expressions of both Gu Yuan and Han Tiandi changed drastically. The aura that emerged was no weaker than their own. Ha ha! At last, I once again see the sky. From beneath the boiling magma, an aura surged forth so immense and oppressive that it seemed to drain the very color from the heavens themselves. Xiao Yan had been right all along. A mighty guardian truly existed within Tu Shi's ancient mansion. I never expected that someone would actually obtain the ancient god Tu Shi's jade and summon this mansion from that accursed place. A colossal dragon fixed its gaze on Gu Yuan and Han Tiandi. Among the countless people in the world, they were the only ones worthy of its attention. Caution filled both Gu Yuan and Han Tiandi. Even with their immense experience, they could not recognize this being's origins. They clasped their hands and respectfully bowed. The Gu clan? The Han clan? In the past, such factions were hardly noteworthy. Never would I have thought it would be you who gained the ancient god Tu Shi's jade. The dragon roared loudly upon hearing their introductions. Gu Yuan and Han Tiandi were stunned. Judging from its words, this creature had lived for an inconceivably long time. A dazzling light erupted, and the dragon's massive body began to shrink. Within moments, it transformed into a middle-aged man with purple-golden hair. His eyes radiated overwhelming pressure. He looked directly at Han Tiandi and laughed. I owe you a favor, so I will help you. But right now, there is something more important I must take care of. And what was that matter? Xiao Yan. The Void Dragon Emperor turned his piercing gaze onto Xiao Yan the very next instant. Could it be that he still remembered him? You brat, come here. ZHU KUN's golden claws ignited with light. They tore through space itself, stretching out toward Xiao Yan. Damn it! Xiao Yan's expression darkened severely. He retreated at once, but behind him a spiritual phantom emerged instantly. Xiao Yan unleashed the divine wrath of the Yellow Springs without hesitation. The spiritual attack clashed with the golden claw, yet the claw did not even tremble. Senior, may I know how Xiao Yan has offended you? Gu Yuan shouted urgently. My target is only him. Anyone who interferes will be my enemy. Back during their previous meeting, the Void Dragon Emperor had sensed the aura of his own child within Xiao Yan. The bloodline of his race was utterly unique. But Xiao Yan was an extraordinary genius. And now, feeling that aura, ZHU KUN naturally assumed that Xiao Yan must have killed his daughter and absorbed her bloodline's power into his own body. The thought ignited savage fury across ZHU KUN's face. Han Tiandi, seeing ZHU KUN's sudden attack on Xiao Yan, let out a wild laugh. Ha ha! Gu Yuan, it seems even the heavens themselves are not on your side. Although Gu Yuan did not understand why the Void Dragon Emperor was targeting Xiao Yan, the young man was part of their alliance. Moreover, he was Gu Yuan's own son-in-law. How could he simply stand by and watch a mysterious powerhouse kill him? Gu Yuan immediately commanded the others to protect Xiao Yan. Yet, who could stand against ZHU KUN, a peak 9-star saint? Lei Ying, who was the first to make a move, did not even manage to unleash his attack before a terrifying shockwave blasted him away. Blood surged violently within his body as he reeled from the impact. Brat, surrender your life. In an instant, ZHU KUN appeared before Xiao Yan, reaching out to crush his head in his palm. It seemed Xiao Yan's end was certain. But just as the killing strike descended, a resplendent 9-colored light erupted across the sky. The heaven-swallowing python appeared. Immediately afterward, golden flames burst forth, transforming into a blazing beam of light over 100 meters in diameter, which crashed down ferociously upon the mysterious man. ZHU KUN, however, merely swung his fist. The sheer force of the air that followed shattered the golden beam effortlessly. Then, like a phantom, he reappeared right beside Xiao Yan. "You cannot escape." The Void Dragon Emperor's expression grew even more vicious. Purple golden light surged outward, sealing the space around Xiao Yan and Gu Suner, who had already rushed to his side. "Go!" With madness flashing in his eyes, Xiao Yan thrust his palm against Suner's back, unleashing a tremendous force to shatter the sealed barrier behind her. His body began to swell violently. He had chosen self-destruction. Although the destruction of his physical body would not mean total death, at his current level it would cause devastating damage, even shaking the very foundations of his cultivation. But at that moment, he had no other choice. "Don't you dare!" Gu Suner's face turned pale. "You damned brat! You are truly resolute." Even ZHU KUN was startled by Xiao Yan's determination, though his attack did not falter. Xiao Yan's body expanded rapidly, moments away from exploding, when suddenly the dragon seal on his hand burst into radiant brilliance. The dragon seal of Z Yan allowed them to sense each other's condition in moments of danger. "Xiao Yan, do not self-destruct." A voice rang out through the glowing seal. Then, from within its golden light, a surge of energy exploded forth, enveloping Xiao Yan and suppressing his self-destruction. The space before him split apart as a dazzling golden radiance poured through. In the next instant, it transformed into a massive golden dragon that coiled protectively around Xiao Yan. It was none other than Z Yan, the daughter of ZHU KUN, the Void Dragon Emperor himself. What would happen next? How would the long-awaited reunion between Z Yan and her father unfold? The clash between Xiao Yan and the Void Dragon Emperor reveals how past encounters leave deep misunderstandings that fuel deadly conflict. ZHU KUN's fury comes from the belief that his daughter's bloodline was stolen, while Xiao Yan is caught in a situation he cannot explain. Gu Yuan's attempts to protect Xiao Yan highlight both the strength and fragility of alliances when faced with overwhelming power. The sudden appearance of Z Yan shifts the entire balance, turning certain death into a dramatic reunion. This moment sets the stage for an emotional confrontation between father and daughter, where truth and bloodline will determine the outcome. We will find out in the continuation. Please give this video a like and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time.